Yes.
So now today's session would be understanding the security management under the schema. So now we will create one more user. Simultaneously, you can create a new user on your go to your this one SQL developer, create one more schema like user, grant session to new schema, the created one, and see if if it can select staff from apex dot employee. What was the name? Employee table. If not, then grant. You have to give this permission. Who can give this permission?
Sys.
Either either sysdba or the owner of the object. Who is the owner of the objects?
Whichever schema has created it.
Yes, either he can give the access or sysdba. By default, sysdba can give any kind of permission to anyone.
Okay.
Okay, so by default, if I'm the Apex user, so I have created this object. So if anybody demand they need to have read-only access or write access, they can give me. Right now, what I have given select grant select on. Okay, it's select. Let's see if I can update anything. Delete table Apex dot right. Let's see whether user can do or not. Table. Can't do anything. Apex. Let's see if it add table Apex dot employee. Employee. Did you add the user? Just add the user first. Say insufficient privilege. That means it can only read. Uh, grant. Just let me know once you have added the schema. Let me know once done. So what are the main permissions of table? First is select, which is select query. It's not going to harm the object. Second, insert is going to insert records. Third, delete. By default, when you create a schema, example, I'm creating a schema, Apex. Now I have given Apex the grant to create table. So the Apex user can create table, insert table, delete table, but only on its own space. Its own space. It cannot touch anything which belongs to any other objects. Now I have created one more object called Johnny. Okay, one more object called Johnny. Now, if I revoke, let me revoke. Now this is Johnny. Johnny is a user. Now I'm trying to select table which is owned by Apex employee named table employee. I'm just trying to do a select. It's gonna show me table of it does not exist. Now if I grant select on Apex, that means to Johnny. Now I can perform select. Select, I can see whatever is there. But can I insert anything, any records into the table? Chap 8. Let's see if I can insert. It's an insufficient privilege. Let me grant it the privilege which is required. What is the permission which I need to give? Insert. Insert on which Apex schema with the name of table to Johnny. Now, can I see if I can insert? Yes, one row inserted. Now I have the insert permission. Let's see I can delete something. Let's see I can update. Can perform update. Update table. For example, update table. Set emp store id equals to 190 add name emp underscore name equals to a let's see if this works. Invalid name Apex employee. Invalid name Martin. Okay, let's see if I can get a grant. Update on one row updated. Now let's revoke it. I have updated the command, but did I perform the commit operation?
No.
Let's see if I have not performed the commit operation, but I have set employee ID 190, where Martin equals to, then employee ID should be 190 instead of 10. So would I be able to see the latest record? Can you see this one? Why I'm able to see the latest record? It is because whatever this is my session. Okay, this is my current session. If now I'm logged in with other user, let's see. Let's see if it can be viewed from other user. It's okay in Johnny. Okay. It rolled back all the operations. Because none were committed. It was session based. It's called session based. Now, when you log in new screen, now let's check with this one. Let's take a new session over here. No rows. Get I asked the rollback, so it's gonna roll back all the transaction which I have done. Unless I do not perform commit, unless I do not perform any commit, that means it's gonna roll back all the transaction because this session was never disconnected. Even though session get disconnected, it will roll back. This is a difference between committed transactions and non-committed transactions. If this transaction would have been committed, it would have marked the DBWR would have gone and have written the dirty buffer from the buffer cache to database files. Now let's see what happens in the background log file. Let's see one thing. Let's add, 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 add. Oh, commit. Now select stuff from EMP. I can see. I can see the records. Pull back. Right. 190. You can see now we will not roll back. What we'll do instead, we'll shut down the database. we see the records which we have updated? Can we see the records? So the last record which we have updated, but we have not done the rollback as well. It got rolled back by itself. Jailbreak command which you have done. So by default, all the transactions which are uncommitted will be rolled back. Did you have created a schema by yourself? Let's see if we can drop user. Can I have the same table name under multiple schemas? So what is difference now? Difference is when you create an object. Let's see object name. When you see some same object, what's the difference? You can create multiple objects. The only condition should be the owner. It can be in different schemas. You cannot have the same object in the same schema. The only difference is that you can have multiple objects, no issue. But the only condition that it has to be in different schema. By default, when you create a schema, right now we have object. I have created one table. Under switch schema, table employee. So let me add some records. So now if I'm adding records to its own table, I don't have to specify the schema name. Even though I specify, there's no issue, but there's no need. Now, I'm using this drop user OHNA. Cannot drop a user that is already connected. So this is a table where you can find all the sessions which are connected, which are running in the Oracle database. Select stop $, session. That's a table name. Now I have to find which session is connected to this schema. Which session, SID, every details I can get, the program name, machine name, host name, all I can get all the information. SID, serial number from $, session, where what do you want to see? Username. Username was what? Johnny. So this will show me the which program. Let me see what is else I can see. Program. Program name SQL developer. So it is connected from SQL developer. I can kill the session. Only DBA can do that. On the session system kill session SID equals to SID serial number immediate. Now let me drop the user. I'm dropping the user Johnny. Drop user Johnny CASCA cascade. I have dropped the user Johnny. Now, what was the table name initially? Now, the schema, Johnny, cascade. When you do not specify cascade, it won't delete the objects. When you specify the cascade, it will delete the schema as well all the job object associated with Johnny, with the schema. Drop user it will drop schema and all the objects. Can I create an object? If, like example, now I'm again adding one more user. I have created one more user and I'm giving permission grant select star select on apex dot to It's taking time. What is might be hung states. SQL developer is not making any connections.
To create grant insert, right?
No, insert is, it's not inserting, it's actually copying. And let me see insert on. Should create table. It should read directly found an employee. I think there are different kind of permissions. Select star is given. Select. Yeah, select. Oh, I got it. Okay, the issue is that doesn't have a permission called. Okay, no, we'll see tomorrow how to copy contents from one table to another and directly create table. Just reading comments, we will get this one. Meanwhile, we'll create one more schema. So tomorrow your job would be you have to replicate schema. Replicate schema means one schema. Example, like this Apex. Apex. You have to find all the privileges which this user have and all the objects which this user have. And you have to create new user with the same privileges and same select update table objects privileges for this schema. First, now there is a command in SQL. You can use Google also if you want. There's a command you can just have to insert the name of the schema. It will give you the all DDL, DML, like create schema, grants, all permissions, all grant on the table, object, everything. You will give the entire statement to you. You just have to create another schema. Not even that also. It give you all the statement, create user schema, grants which was given, plus permissions on the tables. So your job is to replicate this schema, Apex to Johnny. First, you have to create one schema, give all these sessions, these permissions which you have to give, session, trigger, table, synonyms, sequence, process, everything. Create one table in some records. Okay. And then you have to create another user And with that user, you do not have to perform this manually. You have to do with the help of script. Let me give a hint. There is a DML script. You can pull the script where you have to specify the name of the schema over here, the schema, the which you want to clone. With the help of that, it will give the entire this create session, everything in single script. Even though you don't have to specify in create schema also, it will in a single command, it will give you create schema and all the privileges, sessions, everything will be given a single script. So tomorrow your job will be to replicate the schema or clone a schema. Clone schema with all the privileges. Replicate the schema, clone the schema. This is the real-time scenario when you will give will get to know real-time scenario. They'll ask developer might ask you that they want schema, you want to replicate the same schema on the database. So in that case, you cannot go and check each and every privilege this user have. So there's a DML statement where you just have to specify the name of the schema which you want to clone. It will give you all the scripts, create schema, privileges, assign objects, all the permission will be given a single script. So you just have to execute the single script on the target database where you want to replicate it.